You're right here, life in the Philippine love chain nation of Bible nation. One nation under rule, one love. Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from Talambon, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. We're from here today. I want to talk to you about a man tried to breach the FBI office in Cincinnati. He was shot in the Philippines. A man shot trying to breach the FBI Cincinnati office in the Philippines. Yeah, what a joy, such a joy it is to come back again, my friends. And I do want to say, those who are here for the first time, if you would please click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue seeing fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Give me just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I am checking my audio setup on my monitoring computer. I want to make sure that the audio is A-OK before we continue. Is that okay? Is that good? You good? Okay, one more. Okay, looks like we're okay. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about something that happened recently. Just a brand new, fresh, off the press, hot news. You know, I bring it to you right, tight, long, strong. And as soon as I get it, I want to get it to you. Okay. So we're going to talk about what happened today in Cincinnati, actually the suburb of Cincinnati called Kenwood, but they call it Cincinnati. We're going to talk about what happened today, how an individual took it upon himself to try to reach the F. Can you believe that, man? Can you believe that? This guy tried to get into the FBI office and blow them up with he had an AR-15, he had a body armor. What a fool is, I just don't understand people. FBI office, y'all. Can you believe that? Oh, man. This guy must have had, I don't know what was his problem, but he was insane, okay? Who does that? FBI, one of the highest national law enforcement, not only in our country, ladies and gentlemen, but in the world. In the world. And he's going to take it upon himself to try to shoot down the FBI office. What's wrong with this guy, man? You know what I'm saying? All right, Markell is there. Hey, happy Veterans Day. I'm going to bring Markell right in on us. And we're gonna talk about some veterans information, and we're going to get it right, tight, long, strong. What's up,
What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Not too bad, man. Everything's going.
Colombia, you know, you're in the hot country, you know, a lot of action out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that kind of action in my life.
Yeah, but there's always something going on here, bro. Always something.
In the beautiful country of Colombia, the women are beautiful out there. The country is awesome, but the things that they do out there, I don't know, man. I don't have the guts.
I mean, hey, well, you know what, BobbieD? I'm not gonna lie. It's not that much different than most places. It's just what men choose to do when they come here. Okay. And I'm gonna just say this real quick, and then I'll get into the PAC Act, which is pretty much what people want to know about. So, here, BobbieD, if you keep to yourself, or just say like your situation, you're married, you're not out chasing everything that has a skirt on.
Nah,
you'll be fine here. I've been living here for almost 5 years, BobbieD, knock on wood. I've never been robbed, never been held up, have not been in any situation here. But I'm also not a mongerer. I'm not in areas chasing street girls. And mainly when these tourists come, they come for street girls. They get robbed, they get mugged, they get drugged, they get left naked in the park. And that's because you're hanging around criminals.
Exactly.
So if you come in here thinking that somehow you're gonna be around among the Christian Colombians, but when you out there with street girls, where every pickpocketer, drug dealer, and everything else is out there, you should expect to be robbed. You're stupid if you don't think you're gonna get
Yeah.
robbed.
People come out there with the wrong expectations, and they come out there thinking that they're still in USA. They're gonna do the same old game, and they get messed up. Every day happens out
And
here too, man.
and the thing about it, BobbieD, is the foreigners know tourists ain't got a fingernail clipper or they ain't got nothing on them. So they can pull out a knife, they can pull out a gun, and what you gonna do? What can you do?
Pray, run.
That's it. That's all you can do. So I'm not here to tell grown people what to do and how to live your life.
Right.
But if you're gonna travel to these countries, understand where you're going. You're gonna hang around criminals, you should expect criminal activity.
That's right. Know what you're doing, know where you're going, what to expect, and then adjust your behavior accordingly. That's the best policy. Respect the culture you're in, and you'll be all right. So that goes with anywhere you go.
Right. Okay. Now let's get into the PACT Act. I'm not gonna go through the entire thing. I'm gonna just give you guys a brief summary. Okay. There's a lot to go into, but let me say this first. There's already people out there spreading rumors about different things that may happen if you file. They're going to take your benefits away. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Okay, stop. Before you go and tell somebody, oh, man, if I file, they're going to take away my benefits. Here's what I would ask you all to do. There's an 800 number you can call to get all the information you need about the PACT Act. They will explain it to you verbatim if you do not understand. I'm just going to do a simple summary. I'm not going to go through every single thing. We'll be here today, tomorrow, and probably the next day. So the 800 number you should call is 1-800-698-2411. I'm going to repeat that. For those of you who may qualify for the PACT Act, the 1-800 number you should call is 1-800-698-2411. Okay?
Spell that. You said PACT. Is that PACT or PAC?
No, it's PACT, PACT Act. Okay. This is the new law that was just signed, the new bill that was just signed into law by the president that expands VA healthcare services and benefits for veterans who served during the Vietnam era, the 9/11 era, as well as Desert Storm. Damn, my own era. Forgot just that quick. Too much medication. Okay. Now there are some changes, right? They set some hard dates, and I will say this to be clear. If you were discharged or not on active duty before October 1st, 2013, you have 1 year from that date, starting October 1st of 2022 through October 1st, 2023, to file your claim. I'm going to repeat that. If you were released or discharged before October 1st, 2013, you have 1 year between October 1st, 2022 through October 1st, 2023 to file your claim. This is for veterans during the Vietnam era. There are 20 new presumptives, basically meaning if you can prove through service records that you were in these specific areas in these locations when these burn pits, because those of you who served in Desert Storm, I don't know about the other eras because I was not part of it. We burned stuff right there, pretty much 200-300 feet from where we ate, where we sleep, everything else. And we burned it all, BobbieD. We burned medical equipment. We burned computers. We burned every damn thing. Instead of transporting it back, the military, and it could be perfectly fine, BobbieD. Equipment we never even touched, set it on fire. and just let it burn.
And that
Those
was
of you who were in during that time,
huh?
well, they didn't want to bring it back. BobbieD, this happens in every war. In every war scenario, every situation, they take over billions of dollars worth of stuff and set it on fire. Okay? That's how they created some of these burn pits.
Right. Somebody getting some money. I got some money out of that too. You know.
Well, it's blowing taxpayer money. If you see some of the stuff we burn, Bobby, you'd be like, wait a minute. Yeah.
I could use
Throw it in the fire, set it on fire. And and people, and they have recognized a lot of cancers, different cancers, these toxic burn pits have caused.
Right. That what President Biden said his son Bo was exposed to some of those burn pits. That's why he got his brain cancer. You know,
right.
He said. He couldn't prove it, but it's too bad that Bo's not here because he would be presumptive now.
Right. But for those of you who have these types of issues, okay, this is your opportunity to file, to get your name in the system, to file, to receive that benefit. Now, someone would say, I'm already 100%. Why would I need to do this? Here's why you would need to do this, especially if you're married, especially if you have younger kids or a kid that's still in college and something happens to you. DIC, the Dependency Indemnity Compensation, DIC. Okay?
I see.
DIC. And what happens is this, BobbieD. This is something people don't understand.
Okay.
If you're married and say you passed, something happened, you passed, right? If you don't pass from a service-connected disability, your spouse get nothing. Your kids get nothing. Now, if you're already suffering from some type of cancer and you were in during that point and you were in one of those locations during the burn pit, you're only cheating your family if you don't file and get this benefit. Because if you happen to die from cancer, now is related to service and your spouse can now receive DIC.
Okay.
DIC is going to be about half of what the veteran would get, which would be roughly $1,800 a month your spouse would get.
Okay.
Okay. And now this goes back to Vietnam era, Desert Storm era, 9/11, moving forward.
Okay.
Okay. So, and your spouse doesn't even have to be still alive. If you have your spouse service records from Vietnam, your husband died from cancer, you can prove your husband was in such and such location at this period. It is presumed that he had cancer.
Wow.
So now you're entitled to DIC.
The husband could be passed away.
Correct.
Wow.
But they got awesome. A year. They got 1 year starting October 1st, 2022 to put in that claim.
Okay. Okay. So it behooves anybody that had a relative was in the service during those period of time, whether they're alive or dead, file. If you were married to women out there, if your husband, file. Okay.
Correct. File. Or what vice versa. Your spouse has died from a cancer, female spouse, she was in the military. If you have her service records, or you can go down to the VA, give them their social security number, let them know what branch of service they were in. They can look it up.
Okay, I got a question.
It only benefits you to do it versus, well, I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't know what's going on. You're the one killing yourself.
Right. Yeah. Does it matter what branch of service you're in?
No.
Army, Navy, Marines.
Does not matter.
Okay.
Does not matter.
And what about children of the ones that have deceased? Are they able to file on behalf of the parent?
Yes, they can. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
For DIC, they either got to be a spouse or a dependent of the veteran. Now, if they're a child of the veteran, it's going to depend on their age. Okay. Because the VA cuts it off at 26. Like they could be under 18 and still in high school. Okay. And then they go on to college. Okay. Up to 26 though. No.
That's it. Okay.
That's it. But if you're a spouse, okay, or what's the other one they call when they live together for so long? Common law marriage. Right. You can still file at that point.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah,
That
but if
works.
you like 40 something years old, your grandfather from no. No, 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 no,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
follow
no.
my daddy, man. Please.
No, no, no.
Nah, I didn't.
No,
That's why I asked the
no, they
question.
ain't doing
I was
that.
gonna follow my.
Yeah, they're
It's
not
funny, man.
doing
I know,
that.
I know. But I asked that question because many people out there probably wondering, my dad, I'm gonna file my dad. Nah, you can't do that, guys. If you over what, 18, is it 26?
Yeah,
26,
if
right?
you're in college,
You're in
26.
college.
But at 18, yeah,
That's it. That's the cutoff point. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
But that's some
Okay.
very good information.
So, just to be clear and reiterate again, there are a ton of cancers now that have been recognized if you were in certain locations, whether you were in Kuwait, whether you were in Africa, wherever you were stationed at during the burn pits, and they have expanded it to over 20 more locations. They already had a bunch of locations where they were. They've
Okay.
now added more presumptions, 20 more presumptions.
That's good because
Okay.
before the resumption, you was out of luck. You were SOL.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They was like, you can't prove it, son. Out.
But
And that's bad.
again, this BobbieD is late. They've waited till the majority of people have died from those situations from Vietnam or Desert Storm to now make it a law. I'm glad it's a law for all the future veterans moving forward. But this is normally what happens. They wait till a large percentage of people die off. Okay, now let's go ahead and do it.
Right. That's a sad situation. It's sad that they had to wait for a lot of people to die off of it to realize it's a problem. But for the people that are getting ready to file, they won't have the paperwork out. So like a lot of them had to do prove this, prove that, prove that. There was only a small amount of people that they approved for that, prior to this law. So a large more people will come in now, and the government's going to have to pay out more money, rightfully so. These people put their lives on the line for them. They had no idea that smoke they was inhaling from the burn pit would be killing their body. They just thought it was regular smoke,
Right.
trash.
Well, we didn't know, BobbieD. We were just following orders. Okay, as a soldier, you get your orders from whoever, your section sergeant or whoever, your commanding officer at the time, and you go out and you do your job.
Right.
You don't ask a whole lot because you burn trash at home. You don't really think about, but when you're burning used medical equipment, when you're burning computers and all kind of toxic stuff,
metal,
and you're laying 500,000 feet away from it, and the wind is blowing it on you as you sleep, as you eat,
right.
It takes a toll.
Gets in your system, get in your body. And once that chemical gets in there, it's hard to get it out, and it's going to do its damage in there, And you don't really, it's a silent killer, like they say, high blood. Right. It's a silent killer. You don't really got it. No, you got it. That's the same thing. If you living in the city right now, and you're in the rural area where people burn trash, that's the same thing. The trash is coming in your lungs. You breathing that stuff in. You might say, well, I'm all right. But 10 years later, that might cut your lifestyle. That might cut your lifespan down by 5 or 10 years if you keep breathing in every year. People don't realize that.
Correct. So again, if you're not understanding what I'm saying tonight, BobbieD has put the 800 number right there for you to call so they can explain it to you again. Maybe they can explain it a little bit better than what I'm explaining it now. Now, I'm not running through every single scenario. Like I said, that bill is long. That list is long. There's a lot of stuff that has been changed. But the best part about it is they have expanded care. Even when you just go file, you can get treatment right away. You have to file, though. You do not have to wait to get the approval to start the treatment. The treatment is instantaneous. As soon as you file for it, you can go get seen same day, next day, whatever they set your appointment.
Wow. You don't have to wait?
No.
Amazing. Everything in the government, hurry up and wait, So they don't
not
have
when
to
they
wait.
pass this. Not when they pass this.
That's
now,
awesome, man.
I want to say something out there, BobbieD, that should be said about this other bill they're getting ready to sign, which is the Inflation Reduction Act.
Okay, I heard about that. Yeah. It's
okay. So I like to read up on stuff like this because I need to know how it's going to either help me or hurt me. Okay. Now I want to say this to people. Taxes. Now we've talked about taxes in the past. BobbieD, there's a provision in the bill. The IRS annual budget is about $12.5 billion. This new Reduction Inflation Act gives the IRS $80 billion because the IRS is going to hire a bunch of new people to go after Americans making less than $200,000 a year.
Oh Lord.
So I want to be clear with this. Okay. I want to be 1000% clear with this. Not everybody has to file. You do have non-filer tools.
Right.
You have people who make less than the max where they don't get taxed on their Social Security. If you're making less than the max and you're not being taxed on your Social Security, and that's your only income, you do not have to file taxes. You can file the non-filer tool if you choose to, okay? But there is no taxes for you to file. Better yet, if you're receiving VA as your only income, you don't have to file any taxes. Just so we clear with that. VA income is not taxable income. It is considered a gift from the government.
Cool.
You don't have to report it. You don't have to do anything with that income, period. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can call a lawyer. You can go to the VA's website. They will tell you the exact same thing. But let me be clear. If you are being filed on your Social Security, they're taking taxes out of your Social Security, and you're not filing, you're going to be one of the people they come after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all hear me? Because this is going to start next year. They're going to start coming after people next year for not filing taxes. And it does not matter where you are in the world. You, as a U.S. citizen, are supposed to file taxes if you have to.
Right. Yeah, and that's one of the hardest concepts to get over to people that are U.S. citizens that live overseas. They still got to file taxes. I don't care if you think you're not going to have to pay. You still got to file. Whether you got to pay or not, file, man. You know, and if you don't file, there's no hope for you. You in trouble. You're going to get, when they catch up with you, you're going to have to pay, you know, penalties. It doesn't make any sense to me. Whether you think you owe or not, just file, man. That's the government give you. And if you don't have the money to pay right then, the government will give you options to pay if you have to pay. You know,
Bobby, that's the best advice you ever get. Call if they send you a letter saying you owe them, contact them immediately. Do not wait.
Right.
Make arrangements with them to pay what you can afford. Because if you just ignore it, they're gonna go, okay, so you don't even care about this money. They're gonna take whatever they want.
I know from experience, man. I tell you, I had a IRS audit years. My first audit, my last audit. I hope to God, but they caught up with me, man. I called them just like he said. I called them immediately because I was like, what? And then I had owed them $35,000. But I got me an accountant. I got a lawyer, and they got it down like $3,000, something like that. And we got to pay. Then I made a payment arrangement with them, and I paid. Yeah. So don't run from the government, man. That's the worst thing you can do. Thinking that you don't owe, you don't want to pay, and you're gonna hide, and you're going overseas. They can't find you. As long as they got your Social Security number, they're gonna find you wherever you go. You gotta go hide under a rock. They're gonna find you under that rock, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't try it.
Bobby, how do they get in the country? That passport. They know where you are.
Yeah.
They know where you are.
Yeah.
Like he said, there ain't no point of trying to lie, trying to hide, think you're going to hide from the U.S. government. No. Look, if they can find a man in a rock in a country that's not even their own, they damn sure can find you.
Yeah, they can find you, man. So don't try it, man. Please be honest, be open, pay your taxes, and then you might be all right. If you owe, they'll work something out with you, pay them. All right, man. All right, what else you got?
That's it, man. I don't want to hold you up. You know, I've been killing your shows last couple times. So.
All right. Hey, man, if we need, let me see if we got any questions. You got any questions out there? Okay, hold on. If we got any questions, I want you to get the question before you leave up out of here. Okay, TLM says people need to leave the Western mentality back at the home. Real talk, your host. Rick. What's up? Okay, Rich. Okay. Okay. He said, smooth sounds that when you burn all this computer equipment, doesn't this stuff contain mercury? Yeah. It contains mercury and a whole bunch of other stuff too.
It's all kinds of stuff that's in those computers.
Yeah. Stuff we don't even know about that's deadly. But the government, the problem is that the government knew it. You know, they knew what they were doing. They just didn't care. They knew exactly what those chemicals were they were putting in there. Somebody knew in the government. I mean, somebody, your head, your officer, your CO might have not have known, but somebody above them, they knew. And they didn't do nothing until now. That's a doggone shame. You see how the government put you out on the line sometimes? It put you out there, man, to suffer, you know? just because you're in the military, but you gotta follow your orders, you know. And so that's a part of your pact. That's a part of your oath when you take that oath. You know? So
And
thank goodness that they have a way now to protect and to get these people that's hurting and get them some help that they need. I think one of the things that caused them to look at it was one of the comedians got on TV and he cussed the lawyers, he cussed the Senate and the House out. He said, y'all sitting up in y'all air conditioned Senate hall and these people out here suffering and dying. Oh man, he tore them up. They didn't pass it. They tried to pass it. They were supposed to pass it that day and they didn't pass it. That man cussed them out on national TV. I know he embarrassed them, man, and that's why they passed it. So thank goodness the PACT Act is here. You guys, if you serve in any era, call a number. If you qualify, more money. You know, if you don't, that's fine too. But call a number just to see. You know, ain't nothing wrong with giving them a call. All right, Markell.
One last thing I want to say, BobbieD,
go ahead.
is do not feel embarrassed about you receiving payments from the government for serving in the military. There's some of you guys who there are people out there jealous of your situation. That's why I always tell people, don't tell nobody what you're getting. Don't go out trying to brag about what you get from the VA and how much you're getting from Social Security. That's nobody's business.
No.
That's nobody's business. You know, anytime somebody asks you about, well, you're in the military, yeah, you retired, yeah, leave it at that. I don't like to talk about it. I like to keep my stuff personal and move on to another conversation.
That's the way it should be, yeah.
But there are people out there, BobbieD, who love to try to say you're freeloading on the government, or I'm paying for you to do nothing. No, you weren't out there with me. I don't recall ever seeing you laying next to me as my Ranger buddy or anything else while I was serving. So I don't feel some kind of way. Make these people making you feel like you're less than because the government is giving you money. You earn that.
Yeah.
When you swore in, they promised to take care of you for the rest of your life because you were willing to give your life for the country. That's why you're getting the money.
That's exactly right.
But the most important part is don't tell nobody a damn thing. Keep your information private. You get drunk, you got a loose mouth, take your butt home. Don't be in the bar. You know, I get paid on the first and everybody hears this. Nobody needs to know that.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for you too first. You don't need to tell them all that business, man. I try to keep my business personal as much as possible with finances and stuff like that. You know, I tell them basic general stuff. And they can ask more detail. They say, that's not your business, sir. And I keep it moving. You know, you ain't got to know all of that. And if they keep on knowing it, want to ask you your stuff, cut them off. Okay, let them go. You go. You don't need it anymore because they ask you that for a reason. People ask you your personal finance business for a reason. They want to get in some of that, you know, or they want to try to mess you up or hook you up. You don't need none of it.
Now, BobbieD, how is it in the Philippines? Because here they openly talk about their money. They'll tell you every time they got.
Out here, the guys somewhat quiet because Filipinos have a tendency to be very, very inquisitive, very, very nosy. They want to know where you were, what your job is, how much you make, how many children you have, when you got married. They want to know if there be people out here very nosy, you know. And the thing about it is that's what they expect. They expect you to tell them, and if you don't tell them, they feel some kind of way about you. But I don't tell them nothing. At least they be telling. But at least they used to tell them. But I said, I don't want anybody knowing my business like that. So she stopped it too. So we just tell them politely, we work online and we got income coming in. That's it. If they ask what you do, we just work online and we brush it off like that. But yeah, most of these people, they will ask. But the foreigners, they don't say that. They don't say a lot because they're too nosy out there. I don't know how are the people out there nosy, the natives?
They want to know. Look, they will openly tell you to the last cent they got, how much they make every month, what the job pays, what it doesn't pay, anything you want to know, BobbieD. And then they'll ask you, and I'll be like, no. Where I'm from in the state, we don't discuss finances. That's personal.
Yeah,
so we don't talk about that. That's nothing somebody needs to know.
Yeah, it's not their business. And sometimes they get offended because you tell them I don't want to talk about it, and they feel some kind of way. But you know, they'll get over it. You know, you don't want them knowing your business. That's it. You know, that's what I do.
All right, BobbieD, I ain't gonna hold you, man. We've all been going for 30 minutes. I'm not gonna keep you.
All right, man. That's cool, man. Hey, always good to have you, Markell. Thank you so much for joining the show today. Y'all remember to check out Markell's show, Markell's TV, the podcast, also the second channel, Markell's Tech Review. And I'm sure you will be pleased if you do in that rhyme. Okay, Markell, that's all for now. Take care, my guy. BobbieD
All right,
take care.
BobbieD.
Peace.
See you.
All right, let's go. All right, guys. So thank you for waiting. We got Markell in here. We got him out, and we got some information. We're going to go over our show for today. We're going to talk about this right here. Thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus, just thumbnail. We're going to talk about this right here. FBI office attack. Man, let me get this. Let me get that banner off of there. Give me just a second, y'all. FBI office attack. Yeah, the FBI had this. This is probably the first time ever. So this week has been a week of first, y'all. The FBI, y'all. Can you believe that? How many of you can believe that? FBI, baby. Federal Bureau of Investigation. The man tried to go in there and shoot him up. You know? And I'm going to show you. I got a video. I got the video. I did a small video on him. And this guy was crazy, man. I mean, who would think of coming into the FBI building carrying an AR-15? You know, who does that? Apparently, somebody in America was riled up enough to do it, you know, to put it to him. And so I'm going to show you the details on what happened. And when we get to it there, I'm going to talk to you about Merrick Garland. How many of y'all know who Merrick Garland is? Y'all don't keep up with nothing. I got to tell y'all everything. Merrick Garland, man. Don't you know who he is? Do you live in the United States of a doggone America? What? Huh? Merrick Garland, man, the United States Attorney General. He's the top attorney in the land of the United States. I'm going to talk to you about what he did. Some things he did. And you're going to be like, what? Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about Merrick Garland. But first of all, we're going to check this out. FBI office attack. Now, I don't have a thumbnail on this. I've been doing a lot of work this morning. I couldn't get a thumbnail. I got a thumbnail. I couldn't get a focus on it. But focus for this to be what happened, why it happened, where it happened, and who it happened to. Okay? You're going to find out that the person that did this will never do it again. Why will he never do it again, BobbieD? You'll find that out in a moment. Okay, so you got the focus for today. We're going to take a look at this FBI office attack. Who in the world? Who in their right mind would think of attacking the FBI? Don't you know they got weapons in there? Huh? Don't you know they got surveillance cameras? Don't you know they have bulletproof windows? You can't shoot the window? How many? Oh, Lord. How stupid was that, man? This guy must have had a death wish. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I got a video on it. I did a little video on it. I want to show you real quick. It's a 1 minute video. I'm gonna let you draw your own conclusions. You know, I don't tell you what to think. I let you think what you're gonna think. Okay? Here we go. Now I'm gonna set the video up. I show you what happened, where it happened, and I show you pictures of the guy as well. Okay? This is hot off the press news. It just happened. Some of y'all waking, some of y'all didn't know it happened. So this is first. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Maceo! Roll the tape, man. This is a special news report. FBI office attack. An armed man who was allegedly at the U.S. Capitol January 6th was shot dead by police after he attempted to storm Cincinnati's FBI office and fled following an hours-long standoff, according to authorities and reports. Ricky Shiffer was shot and killed by police Thursday afternoon after he raised a gun towards officers around 3 p.m., said Ohio Highway State Patrol spokesperson. The suspect was wearing body armor and was pursued by authorities onto an Ohio highway before he abandoned his car on nearby country roads, officials said. The man attempted to breach the visitor screening area of the FBI office and then ran away after agents confronted him, federal officials said. After a period of attempting to negotiate a surrender by the suspect, the police fatally wounded him. Okay, now you see what happens to idiots. Yeah, idiot, that's what he was. I'm sorry. Y'all think I'm being cold and cruel. I'm sorry. But I'm just telling you the truth. This guy was a stone cold idiot. Who does that, man? You're going to get in your head that you got to attack the FBI. One man by himself. I don't care if you do have an AR-15. How you think you're going to come out with that? You're going to go to the headquarters in your field office in your city, and you're gonna carry AR-15, and he had on body armor, and I'm going to be all right. I'm going to show them something. He had a death wish. And his death wish was granted by the Ohio State Police. Okay? I'm going to tell you, man, whenever you try to come against the United States of America government, you are not going to come out on the right end. Okay? You're going to come out on the bottom, 6 feet under. Don't get it in your head that you're going to take the law in your own hands. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened here with this guy. This guy got into his mind that because of this thing right here, let me show you what. Remember we talked about this the other day? Let me show you. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. We talked about this right here. See that right there? We talked about the FBI raid, right? You know? Yeah. Raid. FBI was raided by the FBI. Not they weren't raided, but they raided the Florida Mar-a-Lago, the former president. And because of that, the entire United States, not entire, but many of the people of America was PO'd because they broke into Donald's house. Why would they do that? He didn't do nothing. He wouldn't go. Yeah. And they got crazy in the head about the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. Okay. But it wasn't a raid. It was they executed. Now, man, I remember when I told you about the word executed. They executed a legal search warrant. Okay. They had legal basis for doing it. Now, why would the FBI raid Mar-a-Lago, and why would they have legal basis for doing it? Because Orange Man wasn't playing with a full deck. Orange Man didn't put all the cards on the doggone table. He was holding some stuff back that he had no business holding back. And they got tipped off by an informant saying, well, he told you, he didn't tell you about the documents in the basement. Mm-hmm. He got some real classified documents in the basement. He didn't tell you about that, did he? Okay. That's why they raided. That's why they searched his house. They searched his safe. They even opened his, they even broke in open to his safe. They searched his, and they even searched his wife Melania's closet. I'm telling you, man, you never know what people hide stuff. Anyway, that's why people in America were pissed off about the FBI. Many people were talking about, well, we need to find the FBI. We need to get Christopher Wray, the president, the director of the FBI, fired. I want him fired right now. Who in the world would raid my president's house like that? Who, you know? Your president, I'm gonna tell you like Marlon Garrett, whatever his name, you know, the Attorney General said, no one is above the law. That's what the United States Attorney General said. And I'm going to show you, I got some video on him too. He made a statement recently, and I'm going to show you his statement. I'm going to show you his actual words, what he said. He's going to explain to you why as much as he could. He couldn't give you the full explanation of why he did it. He could not show you whenever you, let me backtrack for a second. Whenever you have a search warrant, a legal search warrant, you have to go to what? Before a judge, federal judge. In this instance, he went to a federal judge because we're dealing with the president of the United States, former president. Okay, it's never been done before. It's unprecedented. Okay, in the history of the United States of America, no president, whether a sitting president or former president, have had their house raided or searched. And so this was a first. You know, they had to dot every I and cross every T before that judge even signed it. They had to show probable cause, which they did. That's why the warrant was issued. And that now we are getting information that the reason why they executed that search warrant, because it was dealing with matters of national security. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about no social security. I said national security. What's national security, Bobby? What you talking about? I don't know. Hey, man, chill. National security issues could be nuclear information, could be information regarding our troops, where our troops are placed, Yeah, all kind of stuff that would, and it hurt our security. Would let other countries know about what we do, how we do, where we do it, when we do it, why we do it? Who does that? You're supposed to be somebody to protect us, and you holding classified information? Come on, man. No, no, no. He was doing that for a reason. He likes, right? Putin. And who else he like? Lil Kim. Lil Kim and Putin is his boys, okay? So he might have been trying to give Lil Kim and Putin some inside scope, some inside information. We don't know. But so far, now here's the thing now about the raid on Trump, the search warrant on Trump's residence. When you execute a search warrant, the search warrant is sealed legally. When I say sealed legally, that means no one can know the details of the search warrant other than the government the entity that issued it, which would be the FBI, and the person that receives it, which would be Orange Man. Now, all throughout the week, people are saying, well, he needs to tell us what he did. He needs to tell us. Merrick Garland couldn't do it. He's prohibited by law from telling the details of that search warrant. He couldn't. That's why he was not saying anything. Okay? He didn't say a word. He can't. Legally, he would jeopardize any case he would have. So he didn't say one word. So everybody, he needed to tell us. So he came out on TV and said, he told them what he could. He couldn't say certain things. He said people were attacking the integrity of the FBI and the Department of Justice. And he had to make some statements. He was not going to make any details about the case. And then on top of that, he sent a request that the search warrant be opened so that the public can see what was in that search and why they did what they did. He said they were perfectly justified in doing what they did. Okay? Now, the thing about this is that nobody will believe them until the warrant comes out, until everybody sees it. Okay? People that love Orange Man are saying, this is a witch hunt. You're just trying to persecute him. That's a lie. The highest office in land just going to try to persecute the president? The former president? No. Why we? Anyway, let's put that stuff to the side. That's not true at all. The truth of the matter is there was something that the former president did that was not right. They were negotiating with this man to release boxes and boxes of documents. He gave him some of them, but he held back the other. And they were still trying to negotiate him. And he wasn't playing fairly. Somebody dropped the dime on Orange Man. Excuse me a minute. Somebody dropped the dime on Orange Man. And he tipped the FBI that he had some additional documents that he had never revealed to them. And when they found out about it, that's when they did the search warrant. It was pertaining to national security. That's in the bottom, in a nutshell. That's why the FBI did the search warrant on Mar-a-Lago, and that's why most of Orange Man's people are still got their panties in the water right now because they PO'd about their president was searched. Okay, so that's what the FBI does. They had a legal search warrant. They had a right to do what they did. Why would somebody get upset with that? And I'll tell you why. Because they mess with Orange Man, and he's my guy, and I don't like that. And he can break the law all he wants. Just don't mess with him. Just don't touch it. So this man today, his name is Ricky Shiffer, 42 years old. He will never, ever raise his hand up against the FBI again. Unfortunately, Mr. Shiffer is no longer present in our world. He's gone to another place. And good riddance. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be cold. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't want to be around people like that take the law in their own hands. Just like he rose up on the FBI, if he don't like black folks, he can rise up on us. If he don't like Mexicans, he can rise. If he don't like Jews, if he don't like gay, you know what I'm saying? People like that are dangerous. And so he saved the taxpayers some money by letting the people take him out, because we would have been paying for him years and years and years, because he would have got convicted of that. You know what I'm saying? So they had him on tape, everything. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to bring that to you, man, so that you know what's happening in the world today. A lot of y'all work all the time. I don't work now. You don't look at TV, you don't look at the internet, you don't know what's going on. That's what's happening. Very, very, you guys need to be aware of what's happening. This is, I don't know if y'all can hear that noise. That noise, it's raining hard, man. So I'm gonna try to run through this. All right. So you guys need to keep aware of what's happening. This is a very, very historical times that's happening. Stuff like this I've never seen. I've been on this in this world for a long time. I ain't never seen stuff like this happen, man. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of what's happening in your world, especially if you're not from the United States of America. I'm gonna run this real quick. I got another video for you. This is your Attorney General, Marlon Garrett. Okay, he's going to talk to you about why he issued the search warrant. He approved the search warrant for the former president's residence in Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago, where they play all them golf. And he just recently had Saudi Arabians out there. They were protesting that the Saudi Arabians shouldn't have no business playing golf for this residence. You know, Saudi Arabia was behind 9/11. That's what they say. So he had that. But he's like, this guy could do no wrong, man. I don't care what it is. He finds a way, he makes a way, he shakes a way, he takes a way to get out of it. And he comes out looking like an angel. He's an angel. He said, don't bother him. Don't bother him. Yeah, right. He no angel in my book. You know, I respect him as a person, as an individual. I just don't like some of the things he does, okay? And every day he continues to amaze me with the more and more crazy stuff he does. Who's gonna hold? He's just like, if I go to Holiday Inn, right? I go to Holiday Inn. I spend a week there, right? And when I leave Holiday Inn, I take all their towels, I take all their soap, I take toothbrush, everything that they put in my room. I steal it. That's what he did. That's what he did, y'all. He knew it was against the law for him to take those documents. He was warned about it. But he did it anyway. He stole documents that he had no business doing. And then the United States government, they so crazy, they went and tried to bargain with him to release the documents. There wouldn't have been no bargaining for me. I said, look here, man, hand them over or you're going to be over. That's what I do. I put you in jail, baby. But, he gets away with it. But he had some critical documents that he had never talked to them about. Somebody dropped a dime on him. And that's why they did the raid. And that's why his people were so upset. This Ricky Shiffer, the one that attacked the FBI's office, he was a Trump mania man. Yeah, he was caught up in Trump mania. And so now, whenever you get caught up in Trump mania, no good thing's going to happen to you. It might look like it's going to happen, it's going to be good for a while, but eventually the bad stuff going to get caught up. You think I'm playing with you? Ask these people that attacked the Capitol on January 6th. Look at all the bad stuff happening to them now. Everybody going to jail. They crying now. I wish I had believed it. He told me to do it. No, you did it because you wanted to. You attacked the Capitol because you was angry. Just like this man attacked the FBI office. He was angry that somebody came against his man in office. Former man in office. Orange man. You cannot go by a person. You got to go by the law. The law of the land says what he did was wrong. Now he paid the price for it. Attacking the FBI office with an AR-15 and body armor and think that's going to make you all right? Now, they tracked him down and they took him out. Okay? Keep yourself away from any government office. If you got an issue, contact your congressman, your lawyer, your mayor, your governor, your senator, and talk to them about the issues you got. You don't take it upon yourself to fight somebody, shoot somebody, and all that crazy stuff. That's why he gone right now. All right, I got this picture. I'm gonna show you Merrick Garland. So we talked about today. Very important. Some of y'all didn't see it. It's a quick video. I want you to see it. Okay. When we come back, we'll ride train we out. Okay. You with me, G? Let's go. All right, Maceo. Let's go.
Good afternoon. Since I became Attorney General, I have made clear that the Department of Justice will speak through its court filings and its work. Just now, the Justice Department has filed a motion in the Southern District of Florida to unseal a search warrant and property receipt relating to a court-approved search that the FBI conducted earlier this week. That search was of premises located in Florida belonging to the former president. The department did not make any public statements on the day of the search. The former president publicly confirmed the search that evening, as is his right. Copies of both the warrant and the FBI property receipt were provided on the day of the search to the former president's counsel, who was on site during the search. The search warrant was authorized by a federal court upon the required finding of probable cause. The property receipt is a document that federal law requires law enforcement agents to leave with the property owner. The department filed the motion to make public the warrant and receipt in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter. Faithful adherence to the rule of law is the bedrock principle of the Justice Department and of our democracy. Upholding the rule of law means applying the law evenly, without fear or favor. Under my watch, that is precisely what the Justice Department is doing. All Americans are entitled to the even-handed application of the law, to due process of the law, and to the presumption of innocence. Much of our work is by necessity conducted out of the public eye. We do that to protect the constitutional rights of all Americans and to protect the integrity of our investigations. Federal law, long-standing department rules, and our ethical obligations prevent me from providing further details as to the basis of the search at this time. There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approve the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the department does not take such a decision lightly. Where possible, it is standard practice to seek less intrusive means as an alternative to a search and to narrowly scope any search that is undertaken. Third, let me address recent unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI and Justice Department agents and prosecutors. I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked. The men and women of the FBI and the Justice Department are dedicated, patriotic public servants. Every day, they protect the American people from violent crime, terrorism, and other threats to their safety while safeguarding our civil rights. They do so at great personal sacrifice and risk to themselves. I am honored to work alongside them. This is all I can say right now. More information will be made available in the appropriate way and at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Attorney General, the former president said this
FBI agents. Thank you all for your questions, but as I said, this is all I can say at this time.
Thank you all for your questions. But as he said, this is all he can say at this time, okay? The man gave a very clear case of why he did what he did, okay? He is the top cop in the land. He has a right to do what he needs to do to keep us safe, to keep America safe. That's why he did it. And he can't tell us all the details right now, but he filed a motion to have the judge unseal the search warrant and this receipt for the search warrant. Now, the thing about it is this. We can know right now what's in that search warrant. Who has the power to do it, to give us that information? Orange Man. And he's now filing a motion to the same judge to say, do not let anybody see what was in there. You know, why would he do that, y'all? Because could it be, would it be, should it be that he might have something to hide? Yeah, like Jekyll and Hyde, you know what I'm saying? No, yeah, hide. Okay. So I want to see what's in it. And I think the judge will want to see what's in it as well. And I think that the judge will know when he sees what's in it, that is for the a national interest of this country. And it should be, that's why they did it. And it may be, he may getting himself in more deeper water than he's already in. So, and then on top of that, y'all, Orange Man is trying to get ready to run for president again. Can you believe that, man? Can you really? Anyway, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm ready to get out of this mess. I don't want. How much more deeper can it get? All right, y'all. That's all I have for y'all today. I told y'all about the FBI Man tried to attack the FBI office. Markell talked to you about the PAC Act that was passed. And then I just showed you about Marlon Garrett, our Attorney General. He gave a brief explanation of why he did what he did. He couldn't go into details of it because that would violate the orange man's rights. He has the rights to have privacy. But he did put in a motion for the judge to release or unseal the warrant so that the world could know why, exactly why, or with all the details, why he did what he did. Okay. And you think about it, man. Who goes after the former United States president? Who would do that? And why would they do that? It would have to be something very, very significant, wouldn't it be, ladies and gentlemen? Wouldn't it be? It would have to be something very, very significant for him to do that. But he did that. Yeah. And so we're going to find out eventually. I think the judge is going to unseal it. All right, guys. That's it, man. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. It just got on board. All you need is love. Who? Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. You're ready to ride train, Bobby Lee, one nation, we want love. When I say toot, toot, you say all aboard. Toot, 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 toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot, toot. All aboard, all aboard. Let's ride this train. Y'all ready, man? I got to find out who's rubbing up, topping up, bumped up enough to be the first man in his house. Who that said he gonna be there? I need to know. All right, let's go. What's up, Terry Flynn? Thank you so much for the donation to the nation. Terry, we miss you, man. Terry missed. Oh man, we ain't seen you about a week, man. Well, you okay? Are you okay, buddy? You all right, hey, man? So whatever you had to do, I know you had to do it, man. But I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad to see you back again, and you doing your thing like you normally do. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love to you, my brother from another mother. We got to do it downstairs, Flame, right? Train, Bobby Lee, one nation, the group, one love. Who we got? I need a good dancer. I need a good dancer. Don't run from me. Don't you run from me, James. Let's go.
Hardest working man in the business. Yeah. I feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Good to see you back in the house. He kicked some of my money in there. He said, I ain't playing today. I've been gone, but I'm back now. I'm going to kick this mama. I'm going to kick it down. He kicked the door down from the floor down to the throw down. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, one nation. TLM in the house. What's up, man? You good? He said, dude must be dealing with mental issues. Hey, man, he went crazy. He went crazy, man. You know what he was? He was in love with Orange Man. That's what happened, man. When you get all crazy, not crazy, but when you get all emotionally impassioned about a person or a particular ideology, sometimes you want to enact take your own actions out. And that's what he did. He got so angry about people, the FBI raiding Orange Man's place till he said, like, I'm done with this now. I don't care about my life. He had a good job. He was an electrician. He had a business. You know, man I don't understand it. He had a lot of stuff going. What's up, BG? You going stuff? Where you going? He had a lot of stuff going for him, man, and he just lost it all. You know, he lost his life. I'm sorry. He had to go out like that, but you know, when you mess with the FBI, you got to go somewhere, and it ain't gonna be up. You got to go down. Let's go. Right here, Bobby, who we got? Tell them. He said, Morning, bro. What's up, man? Something you good? You good to see you in the house today. Hey, Sam, man, I tell them I got something to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got to tell you, man. Number 2, jump on. Who you got around, Jay Bobby? At least he one night smooth. He said, hey, train, what's up? What's up? Hey, man, we doing good. Good to see you, right? Good to see you riding the train with us today. Smooth sounds in the house, in the house, in the house. Ryan Train, who we got? Tell them. He said, people definitely have to leave that Western mentality back at home. We'll talk to you. Yeah, man. When you go overseas, that means you're overseas. You're not staying in your home country. Whenever you leave your home country, leave that mentality about your lifestyle away and the home country. Because now you have entered into a new zone, a new environment, and with new laws, new rules, and new regulations. And so as a result, you must adjust yourself, mister. And if you don't adjust yourself, somebody will adjust you in the new environment you in, and you're not going to like the way they adjust. Around Chain Bobby Leezy, One Nation on Google. Who got Rich? What's up, man? You good? You good? Hello, BobbieD. I'm Buddha. Hey, good to see you, man. Back at you, my brother from another mother. Round Chain Bobby Leezy, One Nation on the Google. Smooth sound. He said, Bruce of the Bruce and Yuri channel needs to hear this. Bruce and Yuri. Okay, I heard of that channel. I'm not sure. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I heard of that name, Bruce and Yuri. Okay, all right. Well, tell me, give me a holler. Give me a holler. I tell him. Let's go, Round Train, Bobby Lizzie. Dave Carter. What's up, Dave? You good, man? The warm greeting, BobbieD and Lisa D. Long time no see you, Lisa. LS, long time, whatever. I don't know that. Live stream. Okay. Thank you, Lizzie. Hey, man, so glad to have you, Bruce. Dave. Miss you, man. Where you been? You all right? I'm trying to be nosy now. Don't answer the question about where you been. It doesn't matter where you been. It matters where you are right now. And you up in the train, man. And so we feel so good to have you with us. We're blessed to be in your presence, and we're blessed to see you watching our show. So good to see you. Thank you so much, Dave. Reaching out to all my people there, we love you, okay? We love you. If nobody ever told you that today, BobbieD and Lisa D love you. We L to the O to the B, love you. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Because this is about the love train, baby. Yeah, you ride the love train, ride the love train, ride the love train. One nation. Who we got? Ride train, BobbieD, smooth. He said, when you burn all this computer equipment, doesn't it stuff contain mercury? Yeah, man. All kind of stuff. Not only did it have computer equipment, anything you can think of, they put in those pits. Okay, metal, steel, plastic. Plastic. You inhale that stuff, you're gonna be sick. All kind of chemical they put in there, and guess what else they did, y'all? They put all this stuff in a big burn pit, huge, like a football field size, right? And then they doused it with gasoline, jet fuel, so it could burn quicker. They douse it and they light it. And all that smoke, and you got to sit there and monitor it, right? Until it won't get out of control, and then the smoke go into the barracks. We sleeping. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Whoever thought of that, somebody need to kick them in the butt, because many people have lost their lives for their foolishness. What could it be? Would it be? Should it be that they could have thought of burying it? What about that? Why you got to burn it? Burying would have been better. It takes more time to bury it, but why not? It's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Smooth. He said, Garland is our top. Yeah, he's the top cop. He's the United States Attorney General. And I think he's been, to me, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Prior to this time, ladies and gentlemen, I thought Garland was sleeping on the doggone job. I thought he married Garland. I thought he was sleeping on the job. I don't think he was doing a whole lot. But now he has so many things that he had to act on. If he kept eating, he continued to sleep, we would know he's a failure. We would know he ain't about nothing. But he made a big, giant step. He woke up. He woke the H up, y'all. Did you hear what I said? He woke the H up at the right time. When anybody got national security documents in their possession that could jeopardize my existence, your existence, and the existence of the United States of America, we need to crack down on that. And he found out. That's why he get to know. Don't you know that a judge has to have a lot of probable cause to issue a warrant, the search warrant on the president, former president of the United States? Don't you know that? Their lives, they're threatening the judge right now. They're threatening the judge. They're threatening Marlon Garrett. And they're threatening the FBI, and all because they're doing the right thing. This world in the United States is so divided. We need to understand there's a right way and there's a tight way, there's a long way, and then there's a wrong way. You don't take the law in your own hand like Ricky Shiffer did today. You don't do that, man. And I'm sorry that Ricky Shiffer found it out the hard way. He's 6 feet under right now. Yeah, he had it. They were trying to negotiate with him to give up. If it was a black man, you think they would negotiate with us? No. We would have been. They wouldn't have even asked us our name. They would have just blew us to smithereens. But because he was Caucasian, of the Caucasian persuasion, they negotiated. When he raised that gun, then they put him down. Okay, let's go. Ron Chain, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, what's up, man? He said, congratulations, Terry. Rain Man coming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man in the house, y'all. Murphy Hedge go finger. He said, congrats, man. Terry kicked the summer money. We missed Terry for about a week. Now I said, I kept saying, what Terry? What's it? But he showed up, y'all. He showed up and he throwed up. He throwed up with a donation to the nation. Let's go. Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Murphy. Hey, he said, hello, family. What's up, man? Y'all good? Y'all good? Hey, we doing good, man. You know, we blessed and highly flavored and favored. Lord, I ain't playing with y'all. Let's go. Who we got? Who, sound? He said, hey there, Mr. Hey, what's up? Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Murphy, he said, he saw dust for brains. He saw dust for brains. Yeah, man. He got no mentality. He got no understanding. He got so emotionally charged, so emotionally shook up over what they did to Orange Man's residents. He just didn't care anything about living again. You know, when you put on body armor and you get an AR-15, and I think he said he had a nail gun or something. I don't know why he had a nail gun. Anyway, excuse me, and you go ahead and take on the FBI, you ask, that's a death wish. Who does that? You know, come on, man. Let's have a small amount of sprains or sense or something. You know, I don't know. He thought he was gonna get away with that. Did he actually think so? That's why I say he must have had a death wish. Let's go, Ron Chain, BobbieD, One Nation, the group of love. Murphy, hey, he said, what's up? Yeah, man, he had that death wish, man. He has all that for brains. Oh, we got smooth sound, Ron Chain, BobbieD, One Nation. He said, the idiot had a nail gun. Yeah, you see that, man? He had a nail gun. You watch too much TV. Ooh, Lord. What he gonna do with that nail gun? I can see him have the AR-15, right? But that'll take out somebody. But he had a nail gun. What was he gonna do with the nail gun? I don't know. Can you somebody tell me what we're gonna do with the nail gun? I don't. Maybe there might have been a legitimate, real good reason for a nail gun. I don't know. Ooh, can you take somebody out with a nail gun? Let's go, Ryan Trey, BobbieD, One Nation. Smooth sound. He said the DOJ had hardly ever make mistakes. Very seldom. They may not have jail time in for Trump, but I bet big money he will never ever be able to run for president. I think you're on the right track, my guy. And a lot of people are saying that is the reason why they're trying to persecute our president. They don't want him to run again. They don't want him to run again. They don't want to. Yeah, they want him. They don't want him. Nobody wants Trump to run again. And I don't mind him running again. He can run all he wants. I don't want him to win again. That's the most important thing. And I think if he ran, he would never win again because it's so much dirt on him now. Yeah, they got like 6 or 7 huge investigations on Orange Man right now. Okay. And it does not look good except with the one in Georgia, it does not look good at all. It does not look good at all in Georgia. That's the one that he'll probably get. And this one right now, these two combined, it's going to take him down a few notches. Now, as you mentioned, smooth sounds, he may not get some time behind the bars, but he will get some time. It may be suspended time. He may have to pay some fines, but he will get it. What's going to come with that is a law. He's going to be convicted. He's going to be a convict. He may not be behind bars, but he'll be a convict. And whenever you're a convict, a felon, convicted of a felon, cannot run for office. I'm sorry, you cannot run for the presidency. So he's putting a nail in his own coffin by doing the crazy stuff he did. And I told y'all But when he first got in office, I said, when you get out of office, y'all, it's gonna be everybody gonna be coming for him, and that's what they're doing. It's 7 lawsuits, I think 7 or 8 lawsuits, huge lawsuits on him right now. And can you imagine the kind of money he's paying out to lawyers right now? And where's he getting the money from? You know what I'm telling you? Number one, the RNC, Republican National Convention. They're still paying his legal fees. Number two, he's raising multi. Yeah. Every time this happens, something like this happens, he sent out a big old email. Hey, yeah, I see what they doing to me. They persecuting me. They persecuting me. I need it for money. Help me out. Help me out. I got to hire me some lawyers. You know, crazy stuff. And you know what? People out there sit there and believe it. They send him 500,000, 210,000, much as they want. You know, they send it to him. And know what he does with the money? Whatever he wants to. And that's what somebody's saying. He's not going. He's not declaring his run for the president yet, because if he does, that means that when that money he's received as donations, he can only use it for the campaign. Right now, as he received that money prior to announcing his candidacy, he can use it for whatever reason he wants. So that's also one reason why he hasn't announced his candidacy for the president yet. All right, let's go. Round train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got smooth. He said, it never fails. Now, my relatives are using monkeypox, to keep me from moving overseas. What? How are you using monkeypox? I was born with neurofibromatosis. That's a big word. Neurofibromatosis, a genetic disease that causes tumors to grow on the body. Okay. So you have a physical disability, and it's genetic. It causes tumors. Okay. So what does that got to do with monkeypox? I mean, just because you have that disorder, that doesn't mean that you will catch the monkey. You're prone to catch monkeypox. Yeah. So that doesn't make sense. Monkeypox is a disease, and it can be treated. You know, your particular disease is something that you have to work with daily. But monkeypox is a vaccine for it. You can take a vaccine and go over there, you'll be fine. Yeah. Monkeypox is in the USA. So what is going over to overseas had to do with you in monkeypox? I mean, you can get monkeypox right where you are. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't make sense. Like in the world of Will Robinson, that does not compute. That does not compute. You remember that? What's the name of that show? Will Robinson in that robot. Man, I forgot the name. And the robot always said, that does not compute. That does not compute. Remember that? That was a funny show, man, back in the day. Let's go, round chain, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Moves. He said, since the tumors look like round bumps, they are going around saying that, oh, come on, man. Those people need to stop the lie. You know what you need to tell them? Stop the lie. I don't have that. I'm not going to get it. Keep that out your mouth, but keep my name out your mouth. That's what you need to tell them. Go in their face and say, look, keep my name out your mouth. I don't have that, and I'm not going to get it. And you know what I got? Stop the lie. You know? People need to stop the lie just because they don't like you. They ain't got to spread all them bad rumors about you. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, people are full of fear, Smooth. When I heard, what's that? Alopecia. When I had alopecia, they were running away from me because they thought I had a disease. Okay. So he had alopecia, which is, hair loss. And they thought they were running away from him because they had it. People are, here's the thing about it. Whenever you're dealing with people and they don't have they have a lack of what? Knowledge. A lack of knowledge produces less confidence. It produces misunderstanding, and it produces fears. So when people can't understand something, they either do one or two things. They attack it, or they run the H away from it. Okay? So that's what they do. You expect that. I expect that when people are ignorant of you, and most people don't know you, they know of you, they may see you, but they don't know your life story in all the glory. They don't know that. And so because they don't know all the details and they see something on you, they either be scared of it or they want to attack you for it. So I understand that people are people, but if you're smart and you're strong as a man, you can deal with that stuff. I've had people that, I used to be real good on any job I got. I was top notch, And because of that, I always got attacked, not physically, but people would talk about me. Well, who he think he is? He's number one. He gets all the awards. He gets all the. Who he think he is? I'm kidding. Let that stuff drop off me, man. Like I don't care. I shook that stuff off. I was making the money and they were just making funny, talking trash. You know what I'm saying? I don't let stuff bother me, man. I keep it moving. I keep it stepping right, tight, long, and strong in the direction of where I want to go. People always talk about you got always have haters, man. Hate ain't gonna do nothing but hate. Let them hate while you get all the money. Let them hate while you get the promotion. Let them hate while you move out the country. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna do what they do. Let's go round train. Who we got? Who? She said yes. But now I'm really done with my relatives. Okay. Man, you're in a bad shape, a bad situation. I always try to tell people to make amends with people that they have grievances with or disagreements with and try to make up because life is short and you want to be caring, sharing with the people that you're in family with. That's just normal. But there are times, especially maybe in your case, Smooth, where you can't do it for whatever the reason. Words that were said, things that were done in the past, and you've never come to grips with those things. You haven't, maybe they haven't either. And it makes it very difficult to try to bridge that gap, to try to reconnect after years and years and years of non-speaking, non-talking, and avoiding each other. It's hard, man, And so naturally, people don't know a lot about you, so they attack you. I told you before, when people have fear, they run from it or they fight it, fight it. They attack it. So I understand your relatives are relatives. You got good ones, you got bad ones, and so deal with it. Sometimes you have to put them to the curb and kick them to the curb and do your thing, and that's that. Maybe this is the time you got to do something. All right, let's go. Round chain, BobbieD, easy, One Nation, under group, one love. We got Pumpkin Joe. What's up, man? He said, I used to watch Bruce and Yuri. They were entertaining, but mostly stop the Philippines. Mostly stop the Philippines. Okay. Stop the Philippine content that I enjoy. Okay. They stopped the particular Philippine content that you enjoyed. So you stop. Well, okay. All right. Hey, everybody got their thing, man. I always put it like this. When you're on YouTube, you got a channel, and you got a channel too. Y'all watch Pumpkin Joe's channel. You face a lot of issues. Okay. A lot. I face a lot of stuff y'all don't even know nothing about. Yeah, I do. But you think I let it bother me? When I first started this show, man, people call me all kind of names in the book back in 2015 when I started this channel. All the nasty, stinking, rotten comments I would get, man, it hurt. It hurt for a little bit because I wasn't used to that. But I learned how to deal with it. You got to deal with stuff and move on, And so everybody that does the show have their good points and bad points because then nobody would see them at all. They had everything was bad. So some things are good, some things bad. But I don't know much about Bruce and Yuri. I only seen their names and stuff, but so I can't really make a good intelligent judgment on that. Let's go right here. Who we got? Pumpkin Joe. He said, I used to work on the FSS fast shipping ships doing cargo work in the Army. Breathing in all that diesel fumes and blowing back snot would concern you. Yeah. Hey man, you got that number right. I can put the number out. You may qualify, man. Call the number. And if you qualify, you may get some money to help you out. If you like Markell said, this is a presumptive law. That means if you were anywhere in that vicinity during that particular time, you are presumed to be damaged for some kind of way, and then you can qualify for the program that they have for it that would assist you in any way possible. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Smooth sound. He said, yes, Bruce and Yuri move to another platform. Sometimes it just like YouTube to make more money. Oh, okay. So they was on YouTube, but they're not on YouTube. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So they went to another platform to make more money on the platform. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't keep up these people. Okay. So that's what they did. Okay. So they're trying to make some more money. Hey, man. I don't see myself going nowhere no time soon, but all to it, do what they got to do. If they want to make more money, and if they see another platform can give them more money, that's your thing. That's your thing. I don't knock anybody for moving to another level. And because whenever you move to another level, there's always going to be somewhat devils to try to pull you back down. So if that's their thing, that's their thing. One thing I'm saying is be true to where you started from. Be true to the people that help you get where you are. Okay, let's go around train BobbieD, One Nation, under group, one love. We got Pumpkin Joe. He said, agreed, Smooth. Yuri and her sister had some good info though. Too bad. Okay. I don't know. I've never seen. I've seen them, the names and stuff, but I never looked at any shows, so I don't know a whole lot about them. Let's go round train. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, he said it's called suicide by Federal Bureau of Investigation. Suicide by the FBI. Well, that right. Yo, man. Hey, I don't know what's got into this guy, man. He really got pissed off that they raided, they searched his boys, his compadres, Orange Man's house. I mean, you got to think, man, isn't your life worth more than that? Believing and having so much faith and love for somebody that you want to give your life to? And the problem is, it's okay you want to give your life to somebody, but for living on a lie, huh? You want to give your life to somebody that's based on a lie they're telling, and it's proven lie over and over and over. I don't understand it. Let's go round train by the DC One Nation on the Google Love. Smooth out. He said, I tried to make it better with my relatives, but they used to throw rocks at my glass. Okay. Well, like I said, people are people, man. You expect them, you can only expect them to do what people do. Many people hate, but many people love. So you have to separate the lovers from the haters. And you have to choose the lovers over hate. Okay. The people that hate you and your relatives, if you're a relative, leave them alone. Okay. My mama told me a long time ago, you don't go where nobody don't want you, son. Okay? And whenever I find somebody don't like me, want to talk bad about me, guess what? I keep it moving. I might say good morning. That's it. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Unless they ask me a question, I'm gonna say one or two words, yes or no. That's it. Okay? You have to learn how to treat people, like my grandmama told me, out of long handle spoon. You know what that means, right? From a distance. Okay. So they're gonna be your relatives from here to kingdom come. But you don't have to be in their face. You don't have to be all in their grill, and they don't have to be in yours. That's how you got to deal with people, man. I have relatives I love dearly, and have some of them that's not so close. But I love all my relatives. Some of them I love more than others because they've been with me longer. But I know what to say to some of them. Some of them I don't say much to, but I still recognize in my relatives. And you have to know how to distinguish from the good people from the bad. Okay, that's all you gotta do. All right, man. It's been real. We got to go. Hey, man, I brought y'all the show today. We talked about several issues. I'm gonna run it real quick and we out. Okay. We talked about first of all, Markell talked about the DCC program. So I can bring that back up. DIC program. For those of you in the PACT Act that was passed recently. Normally, it's a common name for the PACT Act. It's called the Burn Pit Act. Okay, that's the number right there. You want to call and find out if you qualify for the Burn Pit Act, or they call it the PACT Act. 800-688-2411. And we talked about how you should behave when you come to a foreign country. We talked about paying your taxes, and we talked about a lot of other things that are associated with living overseas and being a veteran. Okay. Then I also talked to you about this right here. I talked to you about this guy, Richard Shiffer, 42 years old, from Columbia, Ohio, Columbus, I think it was Columbus, Ohio. Anyway, he attacked an FBI office, which was insanity. He must have been one of them dead man walking. That's what he was. And he attacked the wrong people, and he's gone. Okay, FBI took him out and wasn't playing no games with him. And I applaud them for doing it because nobody should come against the law. If you got a problem, talk to your senator, talk to your mayor, talk to your governor, talk to your whoever. But don't take the law in your hands. And that's what he did. So he's gone from this planet Earth. Then we talked to you about Marlon Garrick, our U.S. Attorney General. We talked to you about how he did what he did. I mean, he gave the go ahead to do the search warrant on the former president's residence, and he said that he couldn't tell all the details because he has a pending case. So, but he's put in a motion that the judge unseal the search warrant that he issued against former President Mar-a-Lago residents. Okay, so I suspect, ladies and gentlemen, that within the next 15, maybe 2 weeks, I said 2 weeks, we will know the details of what went on and why he did what he did to Mar-a-Lago. and why people that are all pissed off and upset right now, they'll want you. I think that eventually, when they see the details of what they were searching for and what was being held back, they will be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know he did that. I ain't know. And then some of them be saying, well, "So what? Whatever he do, I'm still with him." So that's the way life is. Okay, but there's two ways to live in this world: the right way and the wrong way. And so when you trying to think that you're above the law, that's the wrong way. No one, I'm gonna repeat what Marlon Garrick said to the people. No one is what? Against. No one is above the law. Nobody. I don't care who it is. It could be Orange Man. It could be Biden. It could be me. It could be you. No one is above the law, mister. Get that in your mentality, okay? So you won't pick up a AR-15 and go after somebody. Stop the madness, okay? That's what's happening in this world. People are going crazy. Look at what happened to Uvalde, huh? All the kids got taken out. Stop it, man. It's a way to handle issues, man. I don't care what you get upset with. It is the right way to handle issues. Talk it out. Don't shoot it out, okay? Sometimes you can talk it out, walk it out, but don't shoot it out. Peace is the answer, baby, and love is the way. That's my motto, okay? Remember that. You better tell somebody. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. It's about peace, okay? And not only in the Middle East. Everywhere you go, you should look for peace to resolve your concerns, your issues, and any things that you have in your mind, okay? All right, guys, it's been real. We got to go. Everybody know that we got this. BobbieD saying, take care. God bless. Peace. I will see you guys on the backside tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.